What's up?
What's up, guys? John here, Titan Lifestyle with Big Dru.
What's up, guys? It's Friday. It's Titan Lifestyle. I'm in the studio. John's virtual, but we're here. It's Friday, and this is Titan Lifestyle. Got a lot of great topics, as always, and also Titan events, and also Q&A for you guys. Let's jump right into it. Going to get right into the therapy of the week, which is CJC 1295. I use it. It's great for it's a great peptide for healing. Helps my elbows, ligaments. It actually fixes the problem rather than just numb it like your Advil or your painkillers would. This actually repairs the connective and cartilage and tissue to actually, fixes the problem rather than just numbing it over years and grinding and grinding and grinding. I love it. I don't know if John, you want to touch a little bit more on it, but it's a great product, guys. If you have any type of injuries or if you're gaining weight and getting strong quick, I highly recommend it, because it's going to let your joints and ligaments get strong as your muscles get strong, too, to prevent injury.
Yeah, so CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin. You're getting two awesome peptides in one injection. And, what are they going to do? They're going to help stimulate your own natural growth hormone, right, to go down, convert the liver. You're going to hopefully raise IGF-1 levels there, too, a little bit. At that point, you're going to get a lot of different benefits. Hopefully, sleep's going to be better. Recovery is going to be better. Cartilage issues, if you're having that. Skin elasticity, hair, all these different things is what you're really going after. It's really an anti-aging, preventative medicine. It's really a great therapy as far as that goes. And it's a lot better substitute than growth hormone, real growth hormone. The reason why, not to say growth hormone is bad, but there could be a lot of other negative issues that go on while taking growth hormone, okay, where you're not going to get that with CJC 1295 and Ipamorelin. You're not going to get, high sugar levels that could happen with growth hormone, suppression of your own pituitary to produce your own natural growth hormone, and you're not going to have all these other issues, right? You can take this for long, extended periods of time without causing yourself any damage and actually preventing a lot of different things that could go wrong with age. So, for us, it's a big, big therapy as far as that goes, because a lot of patients are looking for these different things. They're looking to relieve these different issues they're having, or they're looking to better themselves or not age as fast.
Right.
We all don't want to age fast. I mean, that's the big thing.
Yeah,
right?
you want to age backwards.
Yes, we're doing button, but we don't want you to go too little.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good therapy as far as that goes. We do it by month, so you can do month-to-month therapy, but like I said, you can go on this for extended periods of time, and it's not going to build up like a tolerance to your body or sensitivity. Its predecessor was, basically before CJC 1295 and Ipamorelin, there was Ipamorelin. And Ipamorelin is still out there. You'll still see it. But that was one of the first peptides of a growth hormone releasing hormone peptide out there. So the big thing about Ipamorelin was it worked for a little bit, and it worked for some people, but then it didn't work that good if you were on it for longer extended periods of time. So that was the problem with it. And that's where CJC 1295 really came to play. The difference is that it's in your body. The half-life's a lot longer, so you're going to get better results because it's in the body a lot longer and working a lot longer for you. And that's really where it's at. I mean, with that, like I said, with Ipamorelin, usually they put Ipamorelin back in the day with GHRP2 or GHRP6. Now, with those peptides, you would get some serious stimulation of the ghrelin hormone, which is the hunger hormone. And then at that point, you would also get some maybe negative side effects like prolactin levels raising and such, where you're not going to have to deal with these issues with CJC 1295 with Ipamorelin. So it's you got all the benefits and upside with no negative downside, and that's really what you want to go after.
And I know also with growth hormone, a lot of bodybuilders, they abuse it and take too much for too long. And then some of the side effects are things that can't go away. Like if your head gets larger, your hands get larger, your feet get larger. I've personally seen someone go from a size 12 to a size 15 shoe over the course of 10 years just because of extreme doses of growth hormone. So, again, you're not going to have that problem with CJC at all.
The other thing is when people take growth hormone, when it goes down and converts in the liver, it converts into 3 IGFs, IGF-1, 2, and 3. And IGF-1 is where you get all the benefits from, so that's really where it's at, right? But with IGF-2 and 3, that's where you start creating that growth gut, right? Because what it does is it starts enlarging intestines and stuff like that inside. And that's where you see these bubble guts and growth guts out
Yeah,
that people always talk about.
everything gets pushed out, and doesn't matter how you could have the lowest body fat percentage out there, but if everything's pushed out, you're gonna have the turtle shell. It's gonna look like a turtle shell. It's
Yep.
gonna be hard, and it's gonna have the abs, but it's gonna be poked out. And then once that happens, again, you can't go back. There's no testing, shrinker or something like
Yeah.
that. There's no
Yeah.
way to get everything back. So once your organs grow, everything is just everything. It's not good. Any
Yeah.
problems you have too, any type of cancers and stuff like that, that can be spread too. Could also grow out too from that.
So that's another big thing now. Now, if you have health history, there's a couple things to watch out for. It's it's good for a majority of people out there, but if you have cancer in your family history, if you've had cancer before, this is where you're going to have an issue, and we probably won't prescribe it to you because of that. Because what happens is growth hormone. What it does is it grows every cell in the body, right? Good cells and bad cells. So you have these cancer cells, it expedites that growth, and that's what we don't want, right? We want to make sure that you're getting healthy results, and you're not going to have problems down the road like that, because that can be pretty serious. So CJC 1295 and Ipamorelin, it might not go to the cells as fast, but it still can possibly do that. So that's the only negative thing I would say about that, or any growth releasing hormone or peptide out there, and even growth hormone, where you're going to have that issue down the road possibly if you have that family history or if you've had cancer before. So that's one thing that we do watch out for. And then I would tell people to be cautious about if they're going to start taking any of these different peptides, or if they're taking growth hormone as is, or whatever it is. I wouldn't recommend taking growth hormone. The difference is that you're going to pay a lot more money for sure. Where CJC 1295 and Ipamorelin like a third of the cost, and then at that point, you're causing possible suppression with taking growth hormone a long extended period of time, and other negative side effects like we're talking about, the growing of the different areas, especially noses and ears.
Oh yeah. And chins, jaw lines, and everything.
Foreheads.
Yeah. Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's true.
The head could definitely grow. It's not good to be. I mean, and the thing is, once you get to be like that, you look like almost like a lab experiment. Your head's so big, your feet are so big, your stomach's poked out, but you still got abs. Like you start looking like a lab experiment gone wrong. It doesn't look natural at all.
It really does. It really can cause those issues. So, like I said, it's a really great therapy. It's going to work for a majority of the population out there, or patients that come to us. But like I said, there's always a little bit of something you got to worry about. Yeah. And at that point, that's why it's prescribed. That's why our medical providers are going to go over this stuff in the medical consultation with you guys to find out all this stuff. With your new patient paperwork, it's going to tell us everything that you're going through, your symptoms, your family history, your health history. And at that point, we can make a good recommendation for you guys to get you the best result possible, but still make sure that you guys are going to be healthy down the line, because that's the number one thing, health, right? Without your health, you ain't got nothing. And right now, because I'm not in the studio, I'll tell you where I'm on my way. I'm on my way to my cousin's funeral right now because he died of COVID. And at that point, it sucks, because the guy was a hard worker. He didn't have any other health issues, no problems. And, I see him the other day. He's on a ventilator. He got pulled up ventilator. He's dead. So it's real sad. But, I tell everybody out there, it should be a wake-up call. If you've seen anything or had anything happen to people next to you or by you or family, take that as a wake-up call, right? Yeah. It's an early warning sign. And make sure you're focusing in on your health, right? Because without that, like I said, you're not getting out of bed. You're not getting on YouTube. You're not getting on Facebook. You're not having fun with friends or girlfriends or wives or whatever it is. Your ass is going to be, sitting in a hospital bed, or you're going to be sitting in the morgue or cremated. So at that point, I hate to say it like that, but guys, it's a serious thing. Yeah. So take your health serious.
Can't go back. So gotta take it serious. Health's very, and not only that too. When you have bad health, a lot of times you don't realize you can't even enjoy some of the stuff that you would normally enjoy, because just on your insides aren't healthy. Things aren't clicking and working correctly. So certain places that you go, or events and things you do, you can't really enjoy it because inside's not really healthy. It's not clicking properly. And not only that, if you don't know what's going on, that's a whole nother issue, because now you have the worry on top of the health problems. So if you take the worry out, come see us, get your blood work done, get everything regular, take the worry out, and then get the proper steps to feeling better. It's like not only you're not worrying now and you're feeling better, now you can really like live an optimal life that way.
Right. I mean, it really is, man. I mean, people got to start taking this stuff serious. I mean, you know, and not even just talking about COVID, but obesity and overweight, like people, like you're gonna start having more health issues down the line.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a fact. So, you know, just take it serious. I mean, that's the best thing to tell people. Like, if you don't take it serious, you're gonna have big issues.
Yeah.
So at that point, definitely take it serious.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You want to go to the next one? What about this TikToker that was hospitalized for 8 scoops of pre-workout?
Yeah, basically, I mean, TikToker was hospitalized, took 8 scoops of pre-workout. I don't know why someone would do that, and apparently this guy took pre-workout before. So this wasn't someone that didn't know what pre-workout was, didn't know how strong it was, didn't know what it did. This is someone that took pre-workout before, and then all of a sudden decided to get attention and put it on TikTok and take 8 scoops. Ended up going to the hospital and had like brain swelling and all this crazy stuff going on. But that just shows you guys, even though you could buy it in the store, it doesn't mean it's necessarily like safe. You know, and there's a reason why they put serving size on there for a reason. There's a reason why our ECA capsules are only a max of 200 milligrams. Now, if you're talking about this guy taking 8 scoops, I'm assuming his pre-workout was usually 200 to 300. If it was 300 milligrams, you're talking about 2,400 milligrams of caffeine. You know, that
8 scoops, yeah. You're
Yeah.
talking about 2,400 milligrams of caffeine.
2,400 milligrams of caffeine. That's like taking 12 ECAA capsules. Obviously, they're going to have serious health problems, guys. I mean, I don't know why he did it. I mean, I know why he did it, to get the attention like everyone else does with these videos, but there's too many young kids making videos, holding their breath till they pass out, or drinking, cleaning supplies, or doing all this crazy stuff. You can get attention plenty of other ways that's not going to, harm your body. It could be permanently. But, I mean, that's just stupid. I mean, I don't know why anybody would take that much. The most I've ever taken pre-workout was like back in my crazy days where I would do 3 scoops. And even now, that's insane to me, for me right now to take 3 scoops, which at the time was 750 milligrams. Right now, I mean, I do 1 ECA capsule and a cup of coffee. Cup of coffee gives me another 50, 60 mg. So altogether, I'm at 250, which is normally about 1 scoop. I mean, these guys, don't take more than 1 ECAA. Even when people go to Starbucks, you have to be careful because Starbucks will give you 6 or 7 shots in 1 cup. I don't feel like they should. I feel like it should be regulated. It should be like a 4 max. But I've gone to Starbucks before in my crazy days and be like, let me get six espresso shots right before I train. That's crazy. That's caffeine.
It's crazy.
Caffeine is pretty much in everything, and the people's sensitivity is getting less and less with caffeine now because it's in everything. They sell energy drinks in stores. They sell, you see kids under 18 drinking them all the time, like juice, running around the house. They think it's a regular drink. They're drinking 300 milligrams. It could mess you up like bad. Caffeine overdose isn't fun. I've had one before. It's not fun at all. You get shivers. You have to wait it out. You get hot. It's terrible.
That's the biggest thing. We got to remember this. Caffeine, by definition, is a drug. Okay? It's a drug by definition.
It's the most highly abused drug in the world.
And honestly, I think it's one of the most abused drugs out there.
Yeah.
Now, it might not kill you if you take an overdose of it, right? Like heroin or something like that. But it can cause bad effects down the line. Yeah. Neurological effects, nervous system effects, adrenaline fatigue. I mean, people don't talk about adrenaline fatigue. It's bullshit and all this. Listen, guys, you can start really shorting out your system. When you start taking this, and then at that point, you're like, man, I gotta take 1,200 milligrams to get my day started.
Yeah, that's.
You can utilize some of these tools and these things out there, but the problem is that everybody wants to get views. They want to go viral. They're doing stupid shit. At that point, all these different contests out there. I've seen this contest a lot now. Now the dry scoop challenge, where they're putting these pre-workouts in their mouth dry and seeing how many they can do in their mouth and stuff like that.
Without water. That's crazy. I mean, what's the point of it?
I mean, come on, dude. I mean, that's not, it's supposed to be diluted and broken down and mixed. So at that point, you just got a lot of stupid people doing a lot of stupid things. And then you got, monkey see, monkey do out there where they're doing stupid stuff too, just to fall in line with whoever they seen on TikTok doing it. So I mean, it's really a big problem, and at that point, like you said, this should be regulated. It should be regulated to a degree.
I feel caffeine should have I don't even think it should be available to people under 18. I mean, even if you look at like certain energy drinks, like the ones that sell at the gas stations, they're anywhere from 100 to 300 milligrams. But you can go in there. You could be a 14, 15-year-old kid, after school, go into the 7-Eleven and grab a drink and drink one of those every day after school or every day before school. So now you're 600 milligrams a day for a 14-year-old kid, and that's just the caffeine that they're getting from 2 energy drinks. And these people aren't even using their energy. Like, I'm not going to say that you have to be an athlete in order to drink an energy drink, but if you're going to drink a 300 milligram energy drink just to lay around the house, after a while that's a problem, because then like your immunity to caffeine is like nothing. Next thing you know, you could drink 300 milligrams and go straight to bed. Like, after a while, why are you even drinking the caffeine?
I agree.
It's not good.
I just, you don't utilize it. At that point, it becomes a crutch. It doesn't even work like it's supposed to. So, I mean, at that point, if people are, I don't let Peter drink any caffeine. And there's a reason for that. And there's other kids out there, they drink Monsters, they drink Red Bulls, they're drinking Starbucks with the shots.
That's crazy.
Like,
at 10, 11 years old? Yeah, that's crazy.
Listen, man, back in the day, they used to say, listen, caffeine will stunt your growth. Don't drink it. It was coffee back in the day. For these kids, man, they're getting set up, and like you said, it's in every gas station you walk into. Not one anymore, because I remember back in the day when Red Bull first came out, like that was the only one in there. Then it was Monster. Now it's shit, man. Like you got a whole
now they have Bang
door when you open it, all the roads.
And the thing with a Red Bull I think is 120 milligrams of caffeine. A Bang is 300 milligrams. They sell Bang.
Wow.
Yeah, Bangs at 300 milligrams. And they have creatine in them too. So if you're a girl and you're drinking that every single day, and depending on how old you are, if you're a girl that's going through puberty or whatever, that creatine could mess you up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're drinking
300 milligrams per 16 ounces.
Yep.
Crazy.
That's crazy, guys. And people knock that down in one shot. So it's not even like they're doing the serving sizes of it. They're just taking it all down in one shot and getting it all.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. That's nuts.
And they sell cases of that at Walmart. Like I said a few shows back, I saw a lady at Walmart, and she had a case of Mountain Dew, a case of Coke. She had like the Hawaiian Punch big jugs, gallon jugs, couple of those, and then she had like 3 or 4 of the Bangs. And I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at the kids. I mean, I'm not really judging the book by its cover, but none of them appeared to be like in any type of good physical shape. They were all overweight. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, are these kids really just in the house drinking Bangs at 7, 8 years old? Like, and then what?
Oh my God.
Think about that. Like, they don't.
That's
they
crazy.
just look at it as it's an energy drink.
That's like child abuse.
It's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
I'm not joking,
That's
man.
exactly
That's serious child abuse, man.
Yeah.
If you're giving your kid,
You can't be mad at
at 7 or 8 years old, you're nuts.
You can't be mad at your kid running around, jumping off the walls and everything when he's got 300 milligrams in him at 10 o'clock at night. Like, you can't. That's crazy. Wow.
You know what the common response to that is? It's not illegal. There's nothing wrong with it. They sell it at the gas station.
Yeah, so is alcohol, but I'm not going to go drink a gallon of vodka on an empty stomach and go work out. I mean, just because it's legal. I mean, cigarettes are legal too. There's plenty of things that are bad that are legal. Food is the main one, though. I feel like there should be new regulations. They need to be like a new FDA, new something, where they make new regulations. Because even if you look at the nutrition facts are kind of outdated. They're based off of certain stuff, and they need to be upgraded, or so to speak. Like new regulations with caffeine, with sugar, certain stuff. It shouldn't be allowed where you could,
Just like other countries, they don't allow certain ingredients like high fructose corn syrup in their products. And stuff
we need
like
to go back to cane, sugar cane.
We should definitely regulate.
We should have sugar cane only.
So, did you see Will Smith's picture?
Yeah, he had a dad bod like crazy.
He got a dad bod. He says it's the worst shape he's ever been in. He's gonna turn around and turn into the best shape that he's ever been in. So,
I think he looked.
I think there's a problem with a lot of people. Quarantine,
Yeah, yeah,
COVID. People got, just it is what it is. The average person gained 29 pounds of fat. So Will Smith was not like anybody else. He probably was sitting back,
yeah.
relaxing. But this dude used to be shredded. He used to be shredded back in the
When
day.
he did Ali, he gained like 20, 30 pounds of muscle. He was big and muscular for Ali. But he's always
Yeah,
been pretty
yeah,
good shape. One thing I don't think people look at with these celebrities, like people like me or you, we want to stay in shape because if we fall off, people are going to tell us. We may not get as much attention. People may say other
right.
stuff. When you're Will Smith, you could be 500 pounds and not shave for like a month
Yep,
straight, and everyone's still going to be
yep,
flocking to you. So they don't really have to try, so to speak. So it's like I don't have to work out. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. I'm Will Smith. So it's like almost easier for them to fall off, even though they have the money to get their own chefs and gyms and all that. It's almost easier for them to fall off because they know even if they fall off, like if they're single, they're still gonna have women coming at them. If they're still, they still have that. If I
it's
fall
true.
off,
It's true.
I'm just gonna be known as Fat Drew. Like,
Damn, I got 6 million likes.
yeah,
It would be
yeah,
funny,
Fat
man,
Drew.
for sure.
Yeah,
It would be for sure.
yeah.
So the other thing is all these damn shortages.
Chicken.
So chicken was a shortage. I found out the other day chlorine's a shortage.
Chlorine.
T-shirts are short. Yeah, chlorine for
Yeah.
pools, if you can believe that. Like all these different things are in shortage because of COVID. Like, come on, man. Like, all right, we understand there was some shortages of some different things, but we shouldn't have shortage of chicken.
Yeah.
But they're saying like they're trying to keep up with the demand. Everybody's ordering out and all this stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
man, like it's crazy. And I know, listen, if they go to shortage on chicken, I eat a lot of chicken. I know, a lot of people eat a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
They're healthy, right? Because that's probably your best bet. That steak, but it's just nuts, man. I mean, I can't believe it. Like, I don't know.
The thing
don't
now
know.
too is when there's shortages now, it takes longer before it comes back. With the whole pandemic and everything, like it's not like before where it's like, oh yeah, the broccoli, there's no broccoli, and you only got to wait a couple of days and the broccoli's back. Now it just seems like if something goes, it's like a process, and it's going to be a while before they get it going. I'm just hoping they don't jack up the price for the stuff that is remaining. Because,
The other thing is what it's going to cost? Higher prices.
yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. Supply and demand. That's how it is. Oh, we only got so much. Hey, the price is going to go up.
yeah.
So at that point, like, you're going to eat a lot more chicken. It's going to cost you a lot more money, which sucks, man. It really does
See,
suck.
chicken is probably my least favorite type of meat, so I'm good. I'm good. As long as they don't take away my beef or my salmon, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Some of these different things are out there. But
You heard about the Facebook and IG? They want to charge people to use the app.
huh?
Facebook and Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
In order
Yeah,
in order to use it, they're gonna charge you if you don't give them access to the app tracking.
Yeah, tracking you. Yeah. So that was a big thing that came out about the tracking.
That's 96% of the people have the app tracking disabled.
yeah.
So I mean, what's the point of like?
I would disable too.
Yeah, no one uses it. They'll even say 96% of the people. So I mean, I don't know, but I think honestly, if they do charge, people are going to complain about it at first. I don't think people have any problems paying for Instagram or Facebook.
You think they'll actually pay?
I think that
if they try to charge.
I think they'll pay because they may not pay at first, but after a while they're going to be like, they're going to have Instagram, Facebook withdrawal, and they're going to be like, I don't know what's going on in the world. I can't tell people what I'm doing, And what if you have a business on there or whatever? I mean, if they charge, say if they did like a YouTube Premium, $15 a month, that's 50 cents a day. So you go 50 cents a day, you can go on there and do whatever you want. Maybe Facebook and. I mean, just imagine how much money they could get if they charge everybody, or even $9.99, like a Netflix type price. $10 out of every single person that has Instagram, Facebook, they'd be in the billions. So
Well, I mean, listen. Before when they first came out, they never charged, right?
Yeah.
And they weren't tracking at that time.
Yeah.
There was the whole thing was to get a whole bunch of users on, and then the business plan after that is get advertisers because that's the way they're going to get money.
Yeah.
Now, their whole thing about this is this. The reason that they're tracking you through all these things that you're doing is they're collecting this data because they know at that point what ads to show you, where you've been.
Yeah.
They can do retargeted ads to you. It's a lot easier for them. If you take away their tracking, it's going to be a lot harder for them to do that. So I think it's going to cut into their advertising gig as far as that goes, because a lot of people get a good return on investment through Facebook. I do. A lot of other businesses do, so they're willing to pay the money. But the reason is because the return on investment is so good is because they can track and they know exactly what the user's looking for. So they can put it right in front of their face, and they're more enough to purchase that product or service or whatever it is. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's crazy. You know, they're a multi-billion-dollar company. I don't know. I think there's going to be some other social medias that are going to be coming out here very soon.
Yeah, I'm assuming that. I'm thinking there's going to be a big one, like an all-in-one, like a Facebook is. Like they're going to have a competitor come out at some point. Facebook doesn't really have a competitor. They have no competitors with Facebook. Instagram has no competitors. They're their own thing. If someone else comes out with one that's not even run by them, be a game changer.
Yeah.
When they could do like they could have all in one. You know, it's all the stuff Facebook has that Instagram doesn't have that. Instagram, same thing, and even like a TikTok or a Snapchat or all these other ones have all that combined into one massive social media thing. And that'll take over the game right there.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go to the funeral. I'm actually at the church right now. I want to at least be on here for you guys and tune in.
Appreciate you coming.
I appreciate it. Drew, you gonna handle the rest for me?
I got you always.
I know you do, brother. I love you guys. You and I take care of business. Man. I'll talk to you guys afterwards. Thank you guys for all tuning in to Titan Lifestyle with Big Dru. I'll see you guys next week, all right?
All right, be safe.
Later, guys.
All right, that's it, guys. It's just me now. Let me see who's on here real quick. See if we get some Q&A.
I know we got Dwayne Day. Shout out Dwayne Day.
Shout out to Dwayne Day. He's always on there. We got Yetta. We got Reggie. Who else we got on there?
That's it for now.
Dwayne?
Yeah, Dwayne Day's all over it. Dwayne Day's all over it. He's getting CJC next month, by the way.
Dwayne Day say he doesn't take pre-workouts. Dru and John, I take Hercules Potion. That's great, but you got to throw the ECA in there too. ECA definitely goes good with that. Hercules Potion will give you a great pump and everything, but if you want that extra, like almost like a mental energy boost, ECA is definitely where to go. So you combine the two, best workout of your life with no mixing and no heartburn and no BS.
Yes, sir. You want to talk about events?
Yeah, let's get into these Titan events. May 15th. We got the New York Pro in Tampa. Tampa/New York Pro in Tampa, May 15th. That's at the Marriott downtown. It's going to be a great show. Rachel Daniels, the real Lois Lane, is going to be competing. That's a Team Titan athlete. Hopefully she'll bring it back and win it again. That same night at Water, WTR, Google Water, WTR. Fashion show. I'm going to be ripping the runway, wearing some of the new Titan men's stuff, modeling some of their outfits. Have some of the ladies out there walking the runway too. Also, Mid-Florida, that's June 19th. That's a Deke show. Shout out to Deke Warner. He always has great shows. Mid-Florida Classic, June 19th. Titan-sponsored event. It's a national qualifier. That's in Orlando. I believe it's at the Rosen, same place it was last year. Yep. July 31st, Tampa Bay Jeep Fest. If you guys want to see some crazy Jeeps, last year was my first year there. Crazy. If you guys think you have a nice Jeep, you bring it there, it's like stuck in the back somewhere. Crazy Jeeps everywhere. It's like the Jeep people have like their own, it's like a Jeep like community. So it's kind of like Ford Mustang guys, Dodge Hellcat guys, motorcycle Harley guys. The Jeep people they have their own little community. All love out there. It was a real good show. And then we have the Tampa Pro bodybuilding show, one of the biggest shows in Tampa. We have that show every single year. We're sponsoring that show again. Tim Gardner is actually going to be at that show. He's like a head promoter of that show too. He does a great job with that show. That show is also a NPC show. So you can come check out the NPC guys too. Florida State Classic, that's August 14th. That's another Deke Warner show. Deke always has a great show that's back in Orlando. Deke's always in the Orlando area. I believe that show is at the Rosen as well. I'm not quite sure. But that's the Florida State. That's August 14th. All the way up to September 9th, St.Pete Art and Fashion Week. Again, it's another fashion show. The one like we did last year. It's going to be at a different venue. Basically, walking the runway. We're going to be wearing some of the new Titan gear. The Titanettes are going to be modeling some of the bathing suits, some of the clothes. There's music. It's always a good time out there. And then the Super Bowl. August 7th, the Olympia. The Olympia is back in Orlando. Last year they did a great job. The venue was It's perfect for it. The expo is real big. There's plenty of hotels. A lot of the hotels you could walk like through the bridge to the actual venue, so you don't have to get wet if it rains. Plenty of stuff to do. It's going to be a huge event. This year, the expo, I heard personally from somebody that the expo is going to be a lot bigger than it was last year. Last year was kind of like a trial and error, it was like a learning period, learning experience with the whole pandemic. No one really knew how everything was going to be, the expo. This year, the expo is going to be huge, show is going to be huge. And again, that's October 7th in Orlando, Florida at the Convention Center. That's pretty much it for this week. I'm Big Dru. For John and Sharice and Little Peter, we'll see you guys next week, every week, 2 p.m. here at Titan Lifestyle. Also, check out John on Tuesdays for Titan Talk. Check out him and Rachel on Wednesdays. And also check him out on Sundays, the ABC show. And also, don't forget about the podcast. If you have an iPhone, hit the purple podcast button. Type in Titan Lifestyle if you watch this show, all of our past shows. And on the YouTube channel, make sure you hit the bell and subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great week.